Good morning, guys. After another successful night in the motorhome, down here with Jess again. So yeah, that was my second night down here. Different weekend. Forecast was nice, so I thought, why not? So I just thought I'd come out this morning. Blue skies. Birds are singing. So I'll come and have a walk, see what's about. Yeah, things are really starting to come out now, guys. The brackens start to pop up, but I think I've got a mixture. From what I can figure out, some of these are ferns. So from what I can figure out, the ones with the single fronds are ferns, and then anything with more than one frond on it, like this one, is bracken, but these are fern. And I don't think the fern's as aggressive as the bracken, so it's quite nice that I've got a mixture of the two. On a morning like this morning, no better place to be. It really is magical. Still need to capture a song thrush on video. They sit there taunting me in the top of the trees. As you can see, the water level here now is dropping quite rapidly. But as I said, this gives a nice feature during the winter now when all the green's gone off. But yeah, when we went for a walk last night with Jess, I went up towards the nature reserve up the byway there, and I've seen my first tawny owl out in nature. I mean, I've seen them when you get them, you know, at these shows and things, but yeah. And he was literally 10 foot away from me, sat on a really low branch on a pine tree. But unfortunately, as soon as I moved to get the camera out, he'd gone. But it was stunning. So at least I know they're in the area. So yeah, I'm just going to head up the tower. And I did hear him last night, and he was in the direction of where I'd seen him. So definitely going to get an owl, to build a tawny owl box in, get it up down by the bridleway there. See if I can get him a bit closer. Sounds like the geese are coming in. Ooh, wow. That sun is bright. I won't put you in that direction, it'll blind you. So yeah, like I say, these song thrushes, I can hear it, and I know he's sitting up high. But as for seeing him or filming him, very little chance. What a gorgeous morning. Absolutely stunning. And the birds were up and about, I don't know what time it was. Before 6 again. A lot more. You know, there's always bird chatter here anyway. But between 4 and 5, or between 4 and 6 in the morning, it's absolutely bonkers. It's like they're competing for the sun to come out. Yeah, when you're up here, the birds song, and every now and then when the wind gusts over, it's just blowing the trees backwards and forwards. It's quite hypnotic. It really is. way to start the day, guys. Can't beat it. Really look forward to my weekends now. And although I can't get down here and stop every night down here at the weekend, even if I can get a couple of nights in each month, it's going to be really just a reset, really. You forget everything when you're down here. It's a different world. Your mind just slows down. You're just taking what's around you and the sounds. It's almost like your brain switches off from the real outside world and what's going on. And yeah, can't beat it. The tow's looking well. Really enjoyed making this, I have to say. And even when I was editing the video to put together, it just made me smile just looking at what we'd done. Really is one of the best things I've done. And to be able to come out like I've just done in the morning, go up there, cup of coffee in hand, take it all in. I used to come down to the wetland and sit with my cup of coffee, but now I come up here. So yeah, just gonna have a walk around the outside now, see what's growing, see what changes there are. Because like I say, there's lots of things start to shoot up now. Brambles being one of the things I don't want, but they are growing. But yeah, the bracken is really coming out now. But it's lovely to see, because I say it's lovely to see. Lovely to see in the right place. I don't want it everywhere, but when it's all curled up like that with the little fronds, really good. But yeah, I've got this bit here, got quite a bit of honeysuckle, which I think if that gets going, I'm hoping it's the wild one, which tends to be yellow, so that'd be really nice. We get a bit too much glare off the sun coming through the trees. But yeah, you can see, even though when I've bashed the path about and chucked the root to the side, it still managed to come back through. As long as my paths stay clear, I'll be happy. But yeah, this is what I don't want too much of. The brambles coming back up, really. I think it's going to be an ongoing battle, coming around and just nipping the tops out. But the heathers now start to green up nicely. But yeah, even these spruce, having the little green tips on the ends now, as spiky as they are and as annoying as they are when you catch them, very pretty at this time of year. The pine cones are just forming on the Scots pine now. They're a bit close together, these pair, but the oaks now properly coming out as well. So this now things are starting to come out. I can really start to see what different bits and pieces I've got. I mean, there's still a lot of areas I've yet to get in and explore. yeah, I'm hoping now the paths are in and there's a bit more light getting into things like this. But you can see it's actually starting to get flowers on it. So I think it's going to look really pretty along here. I mean, obviously it was doing all right before I cleared the paths, but I'm hoping with a bit more sunlight it'll thrive a bit more. I've still yet to see any bigger mammals like foxes or badgers. I did come out again last night, just as it was getting dark. And I had a walk around here and I walked down to the fields at the bottom, but I couldn't see anything about. Like I say, in this area, when I cut this path through, I think it's old because I keep an eye on things, but things like that. I mean, I'm presuming it's been badger by the way it's been dug out. It might be fox, but yeah, I think that's an abandoned one. Like I say, there's one or two of these things like that around, but there's no evidence of them being active. I think what I'll have to do to see them is when the woodlander opposite, he's got a camper van. He hasn't started stopping down here yet. He's still sort of working on his plot to get areas to park his van. But once he's down here, I'll have to go across on an evening, have a word with him and see if I can capture anything over there, because he's got quite a big badger set over there and it looks more active. Like I said, there's plenty of trails like through here where you can see things have, obviously been coming and going through this area and worn it down as they're coming through. But yeah, in places now the oaks are really starting to come out, so I can properly see them now. Yeah, this Scots pine, since I've opened up the path, and I've just cleared around it because to give it a bit more space. But yeah, that's getting some proper lovely cones on it now. It was a bit swamped. There was a sickler and things growing in with it, but just taking them out now and it's doing well. Yeah, and here we are, back where I started. I didn't have a fire or anything again last night. Like I say, I'm when I'm down here with Jess by myself, I'm treating it as her night. So, although we've got everything set up in here now, I just want her to feel settled when she comes down here, and she's happy in the motorhome, and then she's happy to go for a walk and walk about and sit outside. But yeah, lighting the fire seems to make her really nervy. So till she starts feeling a bit more settled. And like I say, when it's only me as well, I know it's nice to have a fire, but I do find it a bit more of a social thing when I'm down here with Finn or somebody. It's nice to have the fire going then and just sit around chatting. Like I say, with sounds like that, it just relaxes the mind. And you just drift off into woodland world. Absolutely fantastic. So we're now out on our morning walk. We've made it out to the nature reserve. And the bit I'm on now is an old railway track, so it runs a very straight line. But then either side of me, this tree line all the way over there, and on the other side of this tree line is all the nature reserve. It's vast, it really is. And there's so many little paths on and off the railway line here, or not even that. You can literally just walk around here. But yeah, I'm just walking around. I'm going at Jessie's pace because we came out where is she? Because we came out for a walk last night. She's not really feeling it this morning, so I'm just walking along thinking, this reminds me when Finn was about 2-3 years old and you have to go at toddler pace. I like to have a nice brisk walk. But poor Jess, now really showing her age. Where is she? Very much ploddy. But yeah, it just, as I'm walking along, I just think, yeah, time's a weird thing, isn't it? It catches up with us all in the end. And I'm just so pleased that I've managed to get the woodland now, really, because it's one of them things. Who knows, in 3-4 years' time, I might not be as fit as I am now. And all the work I've been carrying out, clearing the trees out, putting the paths in, flattening the paths, all stuff like that, it would have taken its toll in probably 3 or 4 years' time. So I'm really pleased that I've managed to get it at an age where I can come down and work on it properly. And now I'm just going to maintain it, and that will be easier because it is just, I can do that at my own pace. But yeah, it's just that thing when you walk along with Jess. When we first had Jess, like she's knocking on 14 now, part husky, there was no stopping her. You struggle to hold on to her when you put a lead on and she's off. Whereas now she's very ploddy, and you do think, yeah, it is one of those things, isn't it? But it's quite nice walking along at her pace. I'm not used, when normally we just do one walk a day with her now, and she's okay with that. I mean, at one time we've taken out 3 times a day to try and get the energy out of her. But because we went on quite a long walk last night while I was down here, and then I'm out doing a different walk this morning, yeah, she's struggling a bit this morning, so this one will be a shorter walk. But yeah, I mean, it does allow you to take things in. I was hoping to spot the owl this morning because he was sat, like I say, that was an amazing experience. Literally walking through a bit of a pine forest, and he was sat on a really low branch, and it was like he was sat in one of these trees. He was so close. And if he hadn't moved his head, I'd have never spotted him. It was only because he twisted his head round that I spotted him. But yeah, see what we find. Other things, but yeah, loads of gulls in this section here. But yeah, there's signs up saying you get the curlews and the lapwings. Like I said, there's kestrels. And what's nice as well, a few benches knocking about just to sit and enjoy it all. I think this is my cue to get Jess a drink. Then I'll have a bit of a rest. We'll continue on our way, but yeah, you can see how vast it is. I spin around now. Now we're a bit more out in the open, it just goes on for miles. And this is literally 20 minutes walk, if that, from where I'm got my woodland. I literally am on the edge of it, really. The sun's blinding. I literally can. It's so good to have something like this because, you know, yes, it's nice to sit in the woodland, but I do enjoy a good walk as well. So to have something like this on my doorstep, where I don't need to drive anywhere. Yeah, there's plenty of places around me that I could drive to have walks, but when I'm in the woodland, I am trying to just explore the area I'm in. I'm loving every minute of it. So yeah, catch up with you in a bit. What's really nice with this area is it's a mix of everything, and then you get bits like this, these little silver birch forests, and I think, one day when all my trees grow, it could look like that. Yeah, gorse is coming out now. Really is a lovely area. Yeah, you've got the peak wetlands. You've got little areas of forest all on the outskirts. So many, like I say, so many paths. Come on, Jess. Just takes a long time to walk around it. But yeah, even, where is it? You probably can't see that lovely. It's obviously been looks like a silver birch, but it's now split, fallen off, split I love things like this. Oh, wrong way. Just a gnarled old piece of wood. Yeah. One person on a horse, and that's all I've seen this morning. So it's been a lovely peaceful walk. So yeah, heading back now anyway. Jess can have a bit of a rest. I'll make a brew. Probably end up on the tower. See what I can see. Back at the tower, as I said. I've had a couple of hours now just sitting out here, sitting on the hammock, with the old binoculars out, trying to look at things like this. There's a, I think it's a willow warbler. I have got a bit of footage I will put up, but it's so small. They're just not sitting in the ones where I can focus the phone in on. They are about, and it's brilliant. When you're watching them through the binoculars, it's brilliant. But yeah, they're just a bit too far away at the moment. So yeah, but yeah, I think I'll leave this one here, guys. Something a bit different again. Second night out in the motorhome. Showed you a bit of the nature reserve. It's close by. Probably waffled on about stuff. So yeah, leave you to it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one.